Nope. Mm-mm. Victory cigar time. Ah, feels so good to do this after a Bears win. As the Bears get their second win on the season with Tyson Bagent as quarterback, the Bears win 30-14, and they finally, and I mean finally, get a win at home in front of the beautiful Bear fans. Hold up. I had to get another one for that one. But let's talk about this game. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Wow. Can you believe it? Without Justin Fields, the Bears pull off a win, and not just any type of win, a dominant win over the Raiders, 30-12, and the game actually wasn't even that close. Now, I will start this off by saying I apologize for the funeral jokes. If you guys follow me, Twitter, TikTok, anything at APWSPORTS, I was making jokes that this game was going to be a Chicago Bears funeral with all the injuries, Justin Fields being out. And this game was the absolute total opposite of what I expected and predicted coming into this game. And wow, this is the best the Bears defense has looked under Matt Eberflus. I mean, Lord, they were slowing down the running game. Davante Adams had a couple plays where he was open, but for the most part, they did a solid job on this receiving core, and they made Brian Hoyer look like the one that was the undrafted rookie versus Tyson Bagent, who played. I'm not going to sit here and be one of those fans that say he played an excellent game. He was he game managed very well, and I will give Lugetzi credit. As much as it pains me to do it over the things we've been seeing from him, he called a good game for Tyson Bagent. And Tyson Bagent, I love his moxie. I love his presence. He played mistake-free football. This Bears offense was predicated on running the football. The strength, I really believe, of this football team was running the football, and they did just such. Foreman, 16 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Darrynton Evans, strong run, 14 carries, 48 yards. And Tyson Bagent had his first passing touchdown of his career to Foreman. 3 touchdowns for Foreman on a game like this. This was the recipe that the Bears needed to have to begin with the season. Play good, solid defense, run the football, and the quarterback make plays when it needs to. Now, we're talking about a Raiders team that was coming into this game with a much-needed win. Both teams came in the game with much-needed wins, but especially after the Bears faltering the way they did last week against the Minnesota Vikings, the Bears needed to have this game. Even without Justin Fields, they needed to find a way to win this game. And the Bears defensively, I would give credit to Eberflus. They made things so difficult for the Raiders. Jalen Johnson, pick 6 at the end, towards the end of the game, and then he got his second pick literally 5 minutes later. So this Bears defense did what it needed to do. It also had another interception of Hoyer with Tremaine Edmunds. So this Bears defense took away the football. The Bears controlled the clock running the football, and they made plays in the passing game when that was necessarily needed to. And that is a recipe for winning. They should have been playing like this the whole season, or scheming ways like this the whole season. I like the way that they got DJ Moore the football. Get him involved early. Get your weapons involved early. It seems like this was a different type of play calling scheme of the way they called the game from what we've seen most of the year. I really love the way this offensive line played, only allowing 2 sacks. This offensive line only allowed 2 sacks the entire game. And this Bears team on third down, they really stepped it up on third down with the Raiders going 2 for 9 on third down and the Bears 8 for 13. Third down and turnovers made the difference in this ball game. And that is exactly what helped the Bears propel themselves to this win. Getting off the field defensively on third down, converting third downs offensively, and creating turnovers and winning turnover battle, which the Bears won 3-0. So they played a clean game from that perspective, but the criticism I will give is the Bears' penalties. 9 penalties for 110 yards. False start penalties, holding penalties, critical defensive pass interference penalties. That is one thing I could take from this game that the Bears absolutely need to clean up. Penalties. Now, it helped that the Bears played so well that they overcame those penalties, but that is something that has to be cleaned up. I will take that as the main negative. But it's a point that I want to get to in this reaction in this video, and I'm already going to see it. It's going to be happening all week. The comparison of Bagent to Fields. Let's pump the brakes on it. I'm already anticipating a lot of Bears fans. Well, Tyson Bagent is better than Fields. We need to keep Bagent in there. No, stop it now. Here's the thing. Undrafted rookie, first career start. Here's the thing. No film on him. So teams actually really don't know exactly what he does well. The more he plays, the more teams pick up film. But if he can consistently play like that, then that's a conversation down the road. But that is not a conversation you need to have after maybe, a little bit of a half last week and 1 full start this week. Pump the brakes because I already see it coming. Don't do it. Do not do it yet. I'm already going to see this from Bears fans that want Fields gone. It's not yet. It's too early. Now, granted, he played a very solid football game, a mistake-free football game, 21 for 29, 162 yards, and a touchdown. But let's pump the brakes on it. Things I love from him, he got outside the pocket when he needed to. He was able to make some plays throwing the football on the run. He ran the ball solidly himself to pick up first downs. And I love the moxie that he plays with and the confidence that it looked like he started the game as the game went on. There are things I love from this Bears offense, their ability to run the football, and Foreman was a threat physically all game long. The one thing is, I said Maxx Crosby was going to make some impact, and he did. So I will give him credit for that, but he did get a sack as well. But the Bears kept that a little bit to a minimum. Now, Larry Borum, couple of holding calls. But for the most part, this Bears defense played absolutely tremendously. Offensively, they ran the football tremendously. And that is a success factor of why this team won. That is the reason why this team won. Running the football, playing good defense, creating turnovers. Defensive line, they were able to slow down the run game, which the Raiders have struggled with all season long, and the Bears let them continue on that. Hoyer did not look great at all. The receiving core was kept at bay for the most part. And you talk about a Bears secondary without Eddie Jackson. Is Eddie Jackson done in the Bears uniform? That's a conversation down the road. But at the end of the day, it just seemed like this Bears team just looked like a whole different fire was lit under them the entire ball game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That is the type of defense with the additions that you had with Sanborn making plays, Edwards and Edmunds. Brisker was all over the field. Kyler Gordon being back making plays. Justin Jones getting his first sack of the season. This is the type of defensive performance we were kind of expecting from the Bears from the jump. And they got it today against the Raiders team that is no slouch. Even without Jimmy G, I still figured that the Raiders would have some success, and the Bears came out and nixed that in every way on the defensive side of the ball. And they didn't even score a very first touchdown until very late in the ball game. So I will give kudos to the Bears coaching staff. They had this team ready. They had Tyson Bagent ready. And I will give kudos to this team overall. They came out and they played tremendous football, winning football with turnovers, running the football, and making your quarterback have less to deal with, especially an undrafted rookie and Tyson Bagent out of Shepherd in his first career start. So I am a happy Bears fan, and haven't been able to say that too much, but we can finally say it. The Bears win, and that is a sweet, sweet feeling. But I will end that video on the note. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day. I am APWSPORTS signing out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bears win. Bear down. Peace.